Hey, what are you doing here? Have you been here all the time? That's creepy. Hi. Hey, Meghan Markle had the child. I guess Prince Harry did too. Prince Harry and Princess Markle. I don't know how that goes. I don't know what you call her. But, yeah, she had the child. It's a boy. Oh, my God, it's a boy. Yeah, it was a 50-50 deal, pretty much. Could have been a boy, could have been a girl. That's about the end of the possibilities. But it's a healthy child. That's all I care about. Beyond that, I'm going to make fun of him. There's no question about it. This royal family stuff is just, a lot of people get into it. It's like they follow them. It's like bizarre stalking. I don't care about them. They happen to have rich parents. But this royal blue blood crap, I mean, come on. You're human just like me, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Don't give me that stuff. So they had a baby, and this is news throughout the world. Let me tell you something. I had a baby. I didn't deliver it personally. I had UPS do it, but still, I had a baby. Did everybody know about it throughout the world? No. But their child, that's like news. Oh. You didn't have a baby. You had sex. That's what you had. Why don't you announce that to the world? Why isn't that a headline? Prince Harry, Meghan Markle had sex last night. Ooh, that's adorable. Aww. And now they have a baby boy, you see. That's how that works. Healthy. We always pray for a healthy child to be brought into this world. But they haven't named the child yet. It'll be Prince something. It'd be funny if they named it Spaghetti. Anyway, they haven't named it yet as of me doing the show today on this Tuesday. They haven't named it yet. Perhaps they'll name it Ron. Probably not. Because I don't care. I totally don't care. There's a split amongst us. Some people care, some people don't care. I don't care. I have no reason to care whatsoever. I hope they have a little baby that bounces and it's wonderful and good for you. You had the baby. Good for you.
On the air everywhere, this is New England Broadcasting.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
So this little prince is in line for the throne, but I got to tell you something, little prince, ain't gonna happen for you. There's like 30 other people ahead of you to be king or queen, so you ain't gonna see that. Ain't gonna happen. You're on a long line. This is like returning something to Walmart. I mean, there's a lot of people in front of you on the line. Ain't gonna happen. So whoever you are, whatever name they give you, you know, I don't know what you're going to say. It limits the child as to what the child may do for an occupation. You're not going to find this child working the electronics counter at Target. I mean, it's a prince, you know. It's a prince. What do you do as a prince? In the movies, they get in sports cars and they drive around mountains on treacherous roads, and they go to casinos, and they go to Monte Carlo, and then they have a purpose. They have some kind of purpose, like they're trying to save the elephants one by one. I don't know. What do princes do on their days off? What do they do on their days on? I mean, what do you do? You got servants around you. You try to be normal, but you can't. You have to go to a private school. It's not a great life, Prince. I'm telling you, not going to be great. Maybe they shouldn't give the child a name. Maybe the child should just be Prince, or the symbol for Prince. Wouldn't it be ironic if their little Prince baby grows up to be the host of the British game show Deal or No Deal? That would be interesting. Boom, 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 boom. Prince Harry, the proud father, he was just grinning from ear to ear. I don't think because they had the baby. I just think that he knows that he can have sex with this lady anytime he wants, and she's looks like she's quite a bit of fun. She's got quite a bit of fun, actually. Now, Prince Harry is very, very proud. He says it was an incredible experience, and I guess, I don't know. I don't know what they do there in the British hospitals. I don't know if you're supposed to wait in a separate room or whether you're in a delivery room with a catcher's mitt. I don't know how it works in England. I really don't. But he was very, very happy. And there was an easel put out in front of the residence, and these two British well-dressed women walked out and placed a sign on this easel, and it said, "It's a boy. The British royal family welcomes." They do it. Everything's so proper with them. Everything's proper. I don't think Prince Harry walks around his residence in his underpants. I don't think you can do that. It's not allowed. Meghan wouldn't care. But I don't think you're allowed to walk around in your underpants. What kind of life is that? Who doesn't walk around their underpants in their own house? They don't even have a house. They have a castle. With a moat and dragons and all that stuff. It's like Game of Thrones for them. I don't think they eat SpaghettiOs or ramen noodles. I don't think they do. I think they have like really big dinners all the time, and at a big dining room table that seats 500 people, but only 2 show up. I don't know. I was told, here's a funny story. I was told by a psychic when I was a young adult. I was told that I was reincarnated. And I said, I didn't know I was carnated at all. See, you were reincarnated. You were a British figure of royalty back in the day. What day are we talking about? Tuesday? Says, no, you were a king or some type of very influential person in a castle setup. Really? Did I behead people? She said, stop it. I don't know. I'm just telling you, this is what I see. You could have been a king. I said, wow, that's interesting information. Now tell me how that means anything to me. Okay, I was a king in another life. Now I'm a schmuck. So what difference? The fact that I was a king in medieval times or something or whatever, what difference does it make? How does that impact me now? And she was at a loss for words because I was being difficult. It's a story of my life. Ron, you're being difficult. You're difficult. Oh, was I difficult in another life? Yes, you probably were. This is a continuation of your difficult thing. So congratulations to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and everybody else who... You know, it's one thing to sit in front of the television set at 3 o'clock in the morning and watch these two people get married in some giant cathedral in England. That's one thing. But to follow them because they're having a baby, that's a little much. And to go down to a store like Bed Bath & Beyond and enter the gift registry for the new baby, that's too much. That's just wrong. Stop following other people's lives. Try following your own life for a change and see what happens. I kind of, to be honest with you, I don't care for royal people because I think they know they're royal and they act royal. And who do you think you are? You breathe like I breathe. You eat like I eat. Probably better than I eat, but you eat like I eat. You go to the bathroom like I go to the bathroom. I guess the difference is I go to the bathroom by myself. You have like 3 servants holding you in a crotch position, a crouching position, a crotch position, whatever. So I guess that's different. I mean, I drive cars, you drive cars. I think your car's probably better than my car. So, like, I don't like you. I don't follow the royal family. I find it to be pompous, and I don't understand why they do that. In any event, there you have it. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more program and more disdain that I have, of course, for the royal family. They're good people. I really don't care. I know they're trying to change things and make them more modern and all that stuff, but you got a long way to go.
Are you aware that 1 in every 7 Americans is in desperate need of a dope slap? Studies show that every 17 seconds in America, someone writes, says, or does something so incredibly stupid that they deserve to be slapped, and you can help. If someone you know commits an act of boneheaded stupidity, simply extend your hand with the palm facing to the side, draw your arm back, and deliver a sharp, solid blow straight across their forehead. It's called a dope slap. It only takes a moment to perform, but the lesson can last a lifetime. This has been a message from the American Dope Slap Association and Metro South Podcasting.
Mother's Day is coming up. Are you doing something special for Mother's Day? Do you know somebody who's a mother? And then, it gets turned around, and there's Father's Day if you're a man. Are you a father? Do you know someone who's a father? Do you have a father that's still with you? Whatever the case may be. Do you call the person, the preacher in the church, father? I mean, I guess it's their day too. You have Mother's Day, you have Father's Day. But then they kind of stopped. They didn't have Grandparents' Day. They don't have to have grandmothers and grandfathers. That's like just too many holidays. But Grandparents' Day, I think that'd be pretty cool. It's about time people did something for grandparents besides lay out their pills for the week. Grandparents' Day. It would have to happen after Father's Day. So it's first Mother's Day, then Father's Day, and then Grandparents' Day. The florist would love this holiday. It's an extra one thrown in. We have days for everything. We do. We have more holidays. I think I've talked about this before. When I was going to school, when I was the king of the medieval castle, according to this fortune teller lady, before my reincarnation, when it was just my carnation, I think I was king of a kingdom, I suppose. But we didn't have holidays. We didn't have holidays. We had Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. Shut up. That was it. There were 3 holidays. I guess it was a Memorial Day and a July 4th, but I was too busy eating hot dogs. But I'm talking about school holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, shut up. That's it. We didn't have like weeks off or anything. There was no such thing as a spring vacation, winter vacation week. What? New Year's? No. Why? Why is that a holiday? We're celebrating turning the calendar over to another year? That's a holiday? Come on. We're holiday crazy here. We have holidays for everything. You know, there's a Flag Day. There's a holiday for the flag. I don't even know when it is. People don't have the day off, but it's called Flag Day. I don't know why. This is how we remember people. We have to have holidays for them. Otherwise, we totally forget. We have Veterans Day. I don't know if that's a school holiday or not. I've been in school for a long time. I think it is. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I think it is. Because we're supposed to remember our veterans. Oh my God! Thank goodness we have a Veterans Day. Otherwise, I would never remember that we had veterans. Hey Ron, this veterans? What are you talking about? I've never heard of that. Veterans Day. Oh, that, yes. Thank goodness they have a day for it. Come on. Kids have way too many holidays. Way too many holidays. They hardly go to school. They're all holidays. And when it's not a holiday, it's a half-day professional day. That's when the teachers have to go in for meetings, but the kids get to stay home. That's professional day. Why don't they just... What's the matter with you people? What kind of education do we have in this country? Half the stuff we teach our kids is outdated or wasn't factual to begin with. It's easier to teach history that's incorrect than to make new textbooks. That's expensive. So we celebrate Columbus. You didn't discover shit, Chris. You were a nasty person who raped and pillaged, and yet you're big in the history books. This isn't right. We're doing the wrong stuff. You know what we're not teaching our kids in school, which should be like continual courses? How to figure a mortgage, compound interest, how to write a check, how to balance a checkbook. I guess we don't have checkbooks anymore. I'm sorry, I'm being archaic. We don't teach them no life skills at all. How to have a baby. Well, don't teach them that. Then they'll go out and have babies. I don't think so. How to respect some of the opposite sex. How to respect your neighbor. How about those courses? Something like that. How to reduce your cell phone usage. How to save battery power on your cell phone. That's intricate. That's really necessary. The stock market. How to invest in the stock market. How to take your money and make your money grow. What's the difference between stocks and bonds? What is day trading? What is night trading? Teach them the stuff they need to know. What is insurance? How does insurance work? Teach them stuff that they're going to be involved with. Stuff that's going to be important. How percentages work. They don't teach that stuff. They need to teach it. Stop with these silly history things and this calculus. Why would somebody have to learn calculus or even algebra? Save that for college. Kids that graduate high school and then go on to occupational things, they don't need algebra and stuff. That would be a specialty that you would take designed toward a certain course or a certain occupation. Don't teach them that in grade school. They don't want to know that. High school. It's high school. You should be teaching them sex education. what the word no means, how to protect yourself so you don't have children coming out of your ass 24 hours a day with no money to support them. Teach them that stuff. Teach them how to dress. Teach them to wear their pants up at their waist or at least somewhere near it. The top of your pants shouldn't be around your knees. Teach them how to dress. A hoodie is not a standard piece of clothing. Teach them. Teach them how to look good, how to have respect for each other, how to have respect for yourself. Teach them the ill effects of alcohol and marijuana and drugs. Teach them stuff that they need to know. How to do your taxes. How to run a business. How to make decisions in life. How to sit down and make a decision as to what kind of road you should take. How do you process that stuff? Teach them that. All right, I'm sorry. The last thing I want to talk about today, well, I'll talk about some other day. I got more stuff tomorrow. Will you join me tomorrow? Will you do that? Okay, right now we're going to talk about getting inoculations for your children. I know a lot of parents, it's not the end of the sentence, I know a lot of parents who do not want to inoculate their kids for measles or for other diseases. They say, no, my child's too young, I don't want things like that introduced into my child's system. Yeah, but if you don't, there's an argument that your child could get very sick because you didn't inoculate them, and then how would you feel? No, I'm sorry, I don't do that stuff. Well, today we're going to have a guest that's going to talk to you about this. Let's meet our guest right now.
Hi, good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Dr. Cara James joins us. She's director of the Office of Minority Health at the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, the CMS as we know it. Thanks for being with us today. We're talking about health insurance and coverage for children. There's been a lot of talk in the news recently with measles and other weird things that are popping up, and vaccines are coming into the conversation. Have you found that to be like an accelerated situation?
Yes, I think obviously with concerns around the measles, the Secretary of Health spoke on it very recently. This is something that's top of a lot of people's minds, including a lot of parents with children. So that's why we're really trying to get out the message and encourage people to make sure that they have their children covered, because coverage can provide access to vaccines to help protect their children.
Now, how does Medicaid fit into this equation?
Right. So Medicaid provides coverage for children up to about $50,000 a year, children and teens and families of four who are earning up to $50,000 a year.
Okay.
It provides a number of benefits that include regular checkups, eye exams, and dental visits, as well as mental health services and prescriptions, and those vaccines that we're talking about. So it's really an important program that can help cover many of the uninsured children that we have in the country.
Okay, so this is a federal situation, not just a state deal.
That's correct. Medicaid is a federal and state partnership. The program is run through the state. So in Massachusetts, there are about 20,000 uninsured children who could be eligible for the CHIP program through the state. Okay. And parents can find out about that by visiting insurekidsnow.gov to learn about their specific program.
Okay, let's get into a little controversy here, because I know some parents who say, no, I do not immunize my children. I don't believe in introducing strains into their bodies, etc. And, God, I don't know if that borders on abuse or not. I have no idea. That's a whole other conversation. But it is indeed important. It's not harmful to young children, but at the same time, yeah, it is important. Can you talk about that?
Sure. So each parent needs to really talk to their provider about the vaccines. There have been a lot of concerns about some of the vaccines and relationships to autism, but as the Secretary mentioned, a lot of the evidence that was utilized to make those statements in that case has since been determined to be not factual. So we encourage parents to talk to their providers to make sure that they are doing what is best for their children, and to recognize that those vaccines are safe and are the best way to protect their children from those diseases and other things. And even though we have a lot of medicines to help children who do get sick, we are seeing, and as we know, a number of children have unfortunately passed away.
Yes.
So we really do encourage people to get those vaccines, but to talk to their providers if they have concerns and really see what the evidence says about the vaccines and their associations with other concerns.
Yeah, it's important to understand that both young children and older adults are specifically, their immune systems are kind of different. They haven't been seasoned, or they start to degrade. And you cannot fight off diseases as well as you can if you're in good middle adult shape.
That's correct. And, as we know, the vaccines not only help those individuals, but they also help protect entire communities, particularly those who may not be able, for other health reasons, to get the vaccine. So it not only protects the child or that adult, but also the rest of the community.
Yeah, I mean, it gets very serious. I know that I believe it's Williamsburg, New York, which is in the Brooklyn area. I mean, it's become mandatory, and you would think, wow, I've never heard of that before. That must be serious.
It is serious, and we're seeing record rates for measles in particular that we have not seen in a long time. And at one point, thought the disease was eradicated in the U.S. So again, really encouraging people to learn about the vaccines, talk to their providers. There's information on the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's website that they can also reach out to, and that's www.cdc.gov, and they can talk to their local state health department to find out more information about their vaccines, as well as talk to their provider. But it all, helps to start with coverage and making sure that children are protected, and so parents can learn about that at insurekidsnow.gov to make sure that they have access to the coverage and health services that they need.
Okay, that's insurekidsnow.com. Oh, .gov. I'm sorry, insurekidsnow.gov. Okay.
Yeah, or for those who'd like to talk to someone, they can also call 877-KIDS-NOW.
877-KIDS-NOW. Excellent. Well, it's important. One way or the other, either discuss it with a physician if that is the case, or contact this way, because they are covered if they just enroll and get that done. And I think the doctor is also saying that this is not something to be very holistic about. I mean, get the damn thing in your kid's body, and then you've ensured their health in that sense. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, you've just been great. There are door prizes. When you leave the show today, there'll be a little bag outside. You can take it home. It's got stuff in it. But that's for our studio audience. There's nothing for you when you listen to the show in some other country or some other state. Well, how am I supposed to get you a gift? I don't know this internet gift stuff. I don't know how to do that. So whatever. You listen to the show for free. I think that's enough. If you're hungry, go get something to eat. I mean, what do you want from me? This has been a pleasure that I'll never forget, at least for a few minutes. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I wish you peace.